Hey, Alan Adcock here on Cyber Sentinel. Today, we're going to talk about cybersecurity being a shared responsibility. So what does a shared responsibility in cybersecurity mean? It means there's no silver bullet to protect you. When we talk to a lot of small and medium business owners, they want a quick solution to cybersecurity issues, and cybersecurity is a really complex problem. So there is no silver bullet that'll take care of all of this. It takes a collection of security tools to defend even a small network today. You can't go and install, Symantec antivirus from Norton and expect to be 100% secured with everything you do. That's an important piece to have an endpoint protection product on your systems, but it's just one of a litany of things that we've got to do to lock down the average organization. There's no way to transfer, your responsibility as a business owner to another party in this case. The fact is, when we look at statistics, your staff will cause the vast majority of your security breaches. That's just reality. We can apply a lot of technology to address this problem, but your staff's going to let people in. These guys are very advanced in what they do through social engineering, through all kinds of exploits, through business email compromise. They're really, really good. They do this all day long. It is an enterprise. It is not somebody in their basement, wearing a hoodie that's trying to come after you. These guys are highly organized organizations. The guys coming after you work in an office building, they have quotas that they got to meet. I mean, it's a little crazy. So they've got really sophisticated tools that they use to try to trick your staff. So you can't transfer that responsibility to anybody else. It's going to be a shared responsibility between you and your security provider. Another area that people look at trying to transfer this responsibility is to the cloud. So a lot of people say, well, I don't need to worry about security because I'm in Amazon AWS or I'm in Microsoft Azure. I put all my stuff in Microsoft 365, which is the new name for Office 365, which is all cloud services. That is not an abdication of responsibility. It just means you're using a different platform. All the cloud means is it's a computer owned by somebody else. People ask, is Microsoft 365 secure? It depends is the answer. So Microsoft 365 has a ton of security tools that are available to you, but they're not set up out of the box. You've got to configure all that stuff. You have to configure two-factor authentication. You have to configure all of the message hygiene tools that go along with that. Microsoft's documentation even recommends that you have a SaaS backup. SaaS stands for software as a service. That is what Microsoft 365 is. It's software as a service. You pay for it every month. And they recommend that you use another software as a service backup platform to back up their system. They're going to have bi-coastal data centers that store your data in 4 places. Every email that you have in 365 is stored at least 4 places, 2 places in one data center. That data center is replicated to another data center. Even with all that stuff, if somebody gets into your mailbox and deletes all of your mail through a business email compromise attack or some other security issue, Microsoft is not responsible for bringing all of your mail back because it got taken out by a hacker. You have to have another third-party tool that's going to back that up. We also put what are called message hygiene systems in front of 365. So we take your mail, we run it through a message hygiene service that's not Microsoft in most cases, and we're looking for viruses and Trojans and malware and spam, because everybody loves getting spam. We're just going to take as much of that stuff out as we possibly can before it ever gets to your 365 mailbox. And then we're going to route your mail out through the same system. So when you send a message, we want that to get cleaned on the way out, because if somebody gets into your mailbox, we don't want your mailbox sending out a bunch of garbage to your address book if we can avoid it. So these are all tools that we put around 365 or whatever mail platform you're on, in order to try to address some of these things. But the responsibility is still a shared responsibility. Nobody is going to, Microsoft's not going to take responsibility for your mail or the fact that your mail got compromised by somebody or somebody guessed your password. That's not their responsibility. It's on you, the business owner. So as a technology provider, we come in beside you and help with that, but we share that responsibility with you. So that's what we mean when we say cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. That's all we've got for this episode of Cyber Sentinel. You can find us online at #Cyber Sentinel or at our website, www.ascgrp.com. And we'll look for you on the next episode.